Have you seen all these videos on YouTube where people are making profits and they're posting up checks and you're trying to wonder, what the hell is this all about? You know, people are getting involved in real estate and some people are making 5, 10, other people are making $100,000. Well, I'm going to explain to you how you can actually get on the action yourself. Stay tuned because this is something that's going to be very interesting for you. If you like what you're watching, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the alert so that you can be notified on new educational material we're putting out on a weekly basis. So what is wholesaling? Wholesaling means that you have no intentions of taking down a property, but you do want to put it into a legal binding agreement with the seller, that you and the seller agree on price and terms, and you're buying this property or putting it under contract at below market value. The next thing you want to do when you end up getting into wholesaling is you're going to be selling off the contract or assigning the agreement over to an end buyer who has the intention of fixing it and selling it and either keeping it or flipping it out and making a profit on it. But along the way, because you tied up the property and you're wholesaling it, you can make a profit. How much you can make determines on how well you can negotiate the deal. The first thing you got to do is you got to determine what market you're going to start with, whether you want to start locally or you want to do something virtually. You decide whether you want to be in your backyard or you want to be working off a laptop or computer in your office or at home, putting deals together in other states outside of your local area. Step number 2, get started with building your buyer's list and your seller's list. What's the first thing you have to do? What we did and what we recommend for you guys to do is use Propstream, because there you can build your seller's list and at the same time build your buyer's list. There's many different types of lists that you can build. You can build a vacant house list, tax lien default list, owner occupied, non-owner occupied, some equity, no equity. You decide, you determine what type of seller you're going to go after. On the other hand, for building your buyer's list, it's very easy. Again, if you're doing local wholesaling or virtual wholesaling, you build your list based on the area that you're going to work. Once you start building your list, the next step that you want to do is you want to start reaching out to your buyers and let them know that you have properties that you want to be offering them that are going to be under contract, and if they would have an interest in working with you. That's an important step in making sure that you start building your buyer's list so that when you do get these properties under contract, you'll have somebody to wholesale out to. There's a link below that we've left where you guys can take advantage of a 7-day free trial through Propstream. Now, decide how you want to market. There's many different ways for you to be able to market to sellers and at the same time be able to market to the buyers that you're going to be building your list on. Example, 1, you can do mailouts. 2, you can text. 3, you can do RVM, ringless voicemail. You can do IVR. You can do cold calling. You determine what works best for you. Some of these processes take longer and require a little bit of money to be invested. But if you want to be able to take advantage of marketing to sellers with no money out of your pocket, cold calling is the best way to go. It's free. It is a little time consuming, but it's more personal and more effective in the long run. Now, it's time to take action. Now that you already know what to do, whether you want a virtual wholesale or you want to do it locally, you've already made a decision on what type of marketing you want to do, whether cold calling or mailouts, whatever it is. And you've also learned how to build your list and where to build your list as well. It's time to take action. You have to decide whether you want to do it locally or virtually. And you decide how much profits you want to make by the amount of time that you want to invest into real estate. Again, if you're interested in wholesaling, there's many things that you can take advantage of in many different ways. Some that cost you a little bit of money, others that you can take advantage of for free. Now that you've got all this information, now that you know what to do, now you know where to source everything, it's time for you to take action. And you're serious about changing your financial future and freedom of time, you've got all the tools, all the information, and the link below. Now that you know what wholesaling is, and you know what to do and where to get your information, how to get started, you determine how soon you want to be able to be successful, and you write the blank checks from here on out. If you're having a hard time finding a buyer and you get into this business, reach out to us. We do buy nationwide. Again, you determine how much money you want to make and how quickly you want to make it. We'll see you at the top.